All right. So you're 52. You're looking across the living room at this guy you've been with for 35 years, and you are thinking, I'm not attracted to him anymore.
Yeah, that's true.
How long have you been feeling that way?
I think this has probably been our biggest argument for the last 20 years.
So what's the conversation been like for 20 years?
I work very hard to keep myself in good shape, and I feel that my husband doesn't. He treats me absolutely perfectly, but it's just such a disconnect with how he wants to take care of his body and how much that impacts my attraction to him.
Is he overweight?
He is. He is about 65, 70 pounds overweight.
How long has he known that you don't think he's handsome?
About 20 years.
Okay, that's hard. But there is a sense of you feel better than him because you do all of this work and he doesn't do any of the work. Tell me more about that.
Yeah, I feel like I've pushed myself to extreme limits, and I expect that from him as well.
How's that worked out for you for two decades?
It has worked sometimes. I'm in charge of what he eats for the most part.
So you're his mom.
Sometimes.
You've known this guy since he was 17 years old. When he walks through life, he treats you amazing. The person he treats not well is himself. Why has 20 years of you beating him over the head, giving him meal plans, giving him workouts, telling him this and that, why hasn't that worked for him?
I have been praying and diving into things to wonder what that is for the better part of the 20 years. I'm not sure if it's my fault for beating him up for so much, or he truly just doesn't see that he needs to change.
I think you've tried to love him with all the tools you have in your toolkit. And I think it's important for those of us who are married to realize sometimes all we have is a hammer in our bag, and we just try to fix our partner with the hammer and end up causing some pain when we're trying to love them the best we can with what we got. The cool thing about marrying your high school sweetheart is you're like solidly one. The hard part is, you know, everything you've ever done, ever, always, and forever. You have to be really intentional about spontaneity and adventure and adding life and curiosity and spark. When's the last time y'all were intentional about that?
I don't remember.
So I think the exercise is, what does alive feel like? Because it's easy to focus on the dead part. Mm-hmm. The adventure and the scary stuff is, all right, what's it going to be? What's it going to take? Because my fear is your husband goes and loses 65 pounds. And you think in your body, it's going to feel a certain way. And those feelings just roll back to baseline. It's what we do in spite of our feelings. And the scary thing is you get to choose what happens next. And the really extraordinary thing is you get to choose what happens next.